What's up, Hippo lovers? Nilly here with a very special episode. Today, I will try to show you the importance of reading points correctly. We will go back into Masters of Arena 5, where we've seen a lot of tower rushes and how people were trying to adjust to those by using their knowledge of point reading. So we will just jump into the very common scenario here and are looking into, for example, Eddie versus Rubenstock. He's tower rushing, putting a lot of pressure onto his enemy. Points at that time of the game only at the walls only at 900 HP, and tower rushing was so efficient. People didn't really know how to defend. The proper defense is to go onto stone yourself, which is kind of tough if you have like all the open resources. It was quite random at that time, therefore towers pretty efficient, and we saw a lot of upsets in that tournament. One of those very successful players was Winchester, even winning a game of the Viper with the tower rush there, and he came very far in this tournament until he faced Tedo, and Tedo had some pretty good ideas how to counter those trushes. So the idea basically is that you click up just shortly after your opponent is clicking up to Feudal Age as well. Go onto stone, build defensive towers, and then always have the better eco. But how do we know when our opponent is going up? Well, we will see how Tedo will figure it out only by looking at the score. Remember, guys, 500 food in the bank equals 50 overall points. So if your enemy is dropping by 50 points overall score, he is up to the Feudal Age, and we will try to see how Tedo is adjusting here and coming up with good ideas how to defend this. He is continuing to go for villagers. Now we see the upclick of Winchester suddenly dropping in points, and Tedo always keeps a lot of food in the bank. You see, he is able to possibly continue producing villagers, but seeing that Winchester dropped 50 points, he went up over here. Let's take a look into that again. We are back in Tedo's point of view, and we are looking at the score, bottom right hand side. Winchester at the moment 740 points, and suddenly it drops down to 690. Did you see that, guys? So we know there has been a change. Obviously, Italians, they only drop 42 or 43 points because their uptime is so much cheaper. But Tedo still figured it out and now is clicking up himself. And he is ready to defend that. Let's take a look into another game if he does that again. And here we are in another game of that series. We see Tedo is keeping his food quite high, and Winchester from 710 points is now dropping to 660. You saw that, and so did Tedo, and we will see he isn't producing more villagers here and is going up to feudal. Actually, here he does a small mistake, clicks loom first, but then realizes loom isn't that important. Let's cancel loom, ungarrison, or get some more food, and then he clicks up. Perfect reaction again. Some of you might be skeptical. Isn't that maybe Tedo just going for a strategy? Well, no. It is all reaction. Let's look into another game of the series. Okay, guys, we are back here, and look at that. Our typical pop 22, pop 23, where we could be thinking about clicking up. He has again the 400 food, but didn't see the points drop. Therefore, he queued another villager. Let's take a look. I will speed it up a bit. Again, no points drop. Queuing up another villager. Looking at the score of Winchester. Is he ever dropping 50 points? Not really. So, and there we see another villager queued up. And therefore, the higher population can go for a normal fast castle and can go into a reasonable game here. Maybe Burmese against Mayans might be even pretty favorable for him. And guys, here we see Tato knowing exactly when Winchester is up, knows the strategy of his opponent, and is going for the counter rush, instantly goes for the M&A upgrade as well, and just smashes Winchester's forward down here. Nice adjustment to the strategy. We see the M&A upgrade here, and Winchester just loses his whole forward defensive tower even from Tato, and he is just defending this beautifully. That archer range won't do anything, even though it gets up for now. But Tedo, with the eco advantage, did kill the villagers and has full control, and in the end goes to win that game. But there's always one guy that gets one step further and is trying to play the mind games here. In this case, it is Mr. Dracont himself playing against Fëanor, one of the Irish brothers, and look at that. Dracont is queuing up more and more villagers. Remember, 10 queued villagers is basically the same score difference as it clicked up to Feudal Age. So Dracont is just making sure to always queue villagers to the maximum here, and you will see him queue up to 9 villagers. So if Fëanor is only looking at the score at that very point, he would be very sure that Dracont is going for a rush here and could be fooled by that mind game. I hope you enjoyed that kind of format, and we'll take a closer look onto the points in the future. See y'all.